Jesus. So you have this Messiah-esque type of trick that was like next level. And I'm watching, I'm smoking my weed, and I'm just looking like, bruh, this John wild as a mug. Like, this is wild. And he did it a few certain ways. Now, again, people can do very elaborate tricks. I'm not naive. I remember the magician dude came out years ago, Magic Reveal, and he was showing some of the tricks that people was doing and how they were doing them. But then you got stuff where you just know, hey, man, that's next level. Why? Because think about, again, back in the times of Egypt with Moses, what did the Pharaoh do? He called his magicians. He called his sorcerers. All right. Remember, they threw their staff down. Boom, boom, boom. 3 staffs turning into snakes. Straight like that, alive. And Moses was like, oh, yeah. He took his staff. Whoa, he threw it down. And then, boom, it ate all the other snakes. Glory to God. So he was showing, the Lord was illustrating, yes, there are real powers out here. There are powers to manipulate matter. There are powers out here that can transform. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all ever heard about like some of the witch doctors that be on some old Mortal Kombat stuff. You know what I'm saying? Animality. I grew up in that time. You know what I'm saying? When Mortal Kombat hit back in like 92, 93, 91. I remember playing it, you know, and as time went on, Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3, you had fatalities, you had friendship, you had babalities, but you also had something called animality, where the character would transform into an animal. Well, there's some truth to that from what I've heard. I've never seen it, I've never witnessed it, but I have heard of stories in Africa and other countries where the demonic powers are even greater, according to their beliefs, according to their sacrifices, according to the things that they do, where there are witch doctors that are known to literally transform into animals. Witch doctors are known to literally transform into animals. All right. I heard of a story. There was a witch doctor from a neighboring place, and I don't remember all of the details right now, but there were like some Christians there on a mission trip, and the guy was like, I'm sleeping in the tent, and I hear this heavy breathing going on outside the tent, and it just sounds so animalistic and scary and crazy. And he was like, what in the world is that? And he, I don't know if he looked outside or what, but he was like, it was a big hyena. And I don't remember if they shot it or chased it back. I don't remember, but I think somebody said, hey, that's such and such from the village. And he was like, what are you talking about? He was like, that's the witch doctor from the other village. He transforms and he runs around terrorizing people. And I'm like, bro, this can't be. This can't be. But truth is stranger than fiction. This is why it's important for us to really have understanding through the Spirit, by the Spirit, of the reality of what we're living in. Because family, we're seeing it now. We are seeing it. This guy was levitating in the parking lot. This guy got on the grocery cart and was his whole feet, won't nobody carrying him or nothing. All right, you can, you know, in the middle of the parking lot and through the store. All right, and there were other tricks where he walked through a glass right there at a bus stop, put up a newspaper, and they changed the angle, and people was trying to debunk it. But he, within reason, he only want to show you but so much. But he walked up to a bus stop, put up the paper, and boom, you see his foot come through it, all the way through it. There was another magician where he took a phone, he put a handkerchief on his hand, took the phone, set it right there, showed the camera, and kind of threw it up like this enough, still holding it, and pulled the scarf through the screen. The scarf was hanging through the screen. So what am I saying? I'm saying we're in a time where real powers are being shown. But God is greater. Bless God. I'm going to be ready to bring this to a close. We got AI technology, y'all. Next level. We've had AI for some time. Look at things like Netflix, Siri, Alexa. Those things have been out for some time. AI technology, but now we got next level AI technology. And it won't be too long before we see some extremely major changes. ChatGPT is changing things. Just other forms of AI being used for business are changing things. But y'all, we got some stuff coming up. And lastly, UFOs. Yes, UFOs. I will be talking about those things because those things are important. We're going to be talking about giants and UFOs and all that. For real, I've been talking about this stuff for over a decade, but I wasn't being obedient. I wasn't on the forefront, or I wasn't out here like I should have been now. I give glory to God. So I salute every brother and sisters that are talking about these things and putting it out there, because we work together collectively as a body. But I'm not new to knowing about the giant skinwalkers and aliens and UFOs. And people say, oh man, this stuff crazy. What this got to do with Jesus? It got a lot to do with Jesus. Because if your paradigm is shifted and you lose faith, you lose hope because of what you're seeing with your natural eyes, you're in trouble. All right. But yes, more than ever, we've already had levels of disclosure.